Howdy ho! Aw, dang it, I didn't want to call it that anymore. Well, I messed up. Time to go. Boop. Hi. Good morning, everyone. It is the middle of the morning or night, depending on whose time zone's on who. I do have new background music I want to try. I did reach out to the person that made the background music and asked if it's okay to use for streaming, and he says it's okay to do it as long as there's credit. So please check out the description to see a background music maker. That's their name. They're a Japanese background music maker, and they're called BMG Maker. No joke. Very wholesome. Anyways, let me turn that on. I have both piano and music box version. I didn't say virgin. I'm a mess today. Yeah, let's get into it. But first, I saw a few of you guys in chat, so let me say hi and move this out of here. Boop. There we go. Honk MP4. Oh boy. Hi. Hey, Pi. Pi said hi. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna call you Oreo. Oreo, welcome to the chat. Hey, Alex. How you doing, buddy? And Honk's still here. How you doing, Honk? It's been a while. Just changed my name. I was originally Floral Bunny. Oh, Flora Bunny. I don't think I remember you, hun. I'm sorry. At least I read chat, right? Okay, so you might be wondering about the title of the stream. What was it? I've already forgotten. What did I title it? Mining Through Emotions? I think I titled it Mining Through Emotions. Basically, I was having a decent day, was getting a car ride for my mom. It was great. And then I did a stupid, and I looked up something that I shouldn't have. Cause hey, Locksmith, welcome! Welcome back, new member. Remember, members can spam emotes all they want. It's literally like less than $1. I bought them for you guys. So anyways, I was in the parking lot. My mom was doing some quick shopping, like they were gonna close in 8 minutes. Yeah, I hate it when she does that because I feel for the employees, but she does get out on time. Anyways, I was on my phone and I looked up something and that made me go down a rabbit hole, and now I'm kind of mantic. So that ruined my day. I'm gonna try not to let it ruin my day, and because I would have been doing my therapy Minecraft anyways, I'm like, why not just stream it? Put on some nice background music, let you guys enjoy it. I realize I turned the background music on and have it still muted. There you go. Scuff stream scuff. It's a late night stream, so you should expect that. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna be doing some Minecraft. I'll be chatting with the chat. And yeah, this will go on for a little bit, maybe way too long, maybe just an hour. I'm trying to make sure that stuff is at least an hour. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about, I would be happy to have help saying something, because my brain is kind of broken. I had so many things to talk about. Oh, I got a few of them. Okay, wait, hold on. I got a few of them. So let's switch on over to the gaming real quick. Yo! Yo! Welcome, everybody. I'm the gaming cat. I've adjusted some of the stuff. Hopefully I'm not going to be, like, over here too often, you know? Aw, you guys. Tyron G, honey. I always say your name like that. I call you Tyron G, honey. Hi, hun. How you doing? Hi, skinny leg Genta. Are you saying I'm a giant leg? I am a cat. I am a cat, my friend. How dare thee? I can't properly meow. I'm doing the fakey meow because it's a lot less effort. Something like that. Comfy stream. Yeah, comfy stream. I'm not used to comfy streams anymore, but it's something I used to do. Like, I'm used to just rambling. Rambling. That's what I was talking about. My mouth. I'm a little bit all over the place. Gaming cat. I am the gaming cat, yes. Review. What? We're reviewing things now? What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's just hop into here. So for those of you that didn't catch, did I do Minecraft last time? I did! Last stream was Minecraft. It was more talking and then Minecraft. So for those of you that don't know, I like playing Minecraft like a baby. So I can't die, but I still have armor because I'm paranoid. And I love hoarding ores. So I've named the Great Barn in the Mesa biome the Mesa Plaza. It's a plaza bank vault. It's only gonna have ores, and I did the math. Now there are barrels in here. I didn't calculate for the barrels. So that's why I have estimated it at it can hold 3,876 plus ores. Hell yeah. And that's not even without using the fucking fortune pickaxe that I had to clone because I left mine at home. I have 2 bases now. Oh, really? It's because I use iOS. Oh, wait, are you guys talking about the iOS 15 update? They had like 300 changes to that. I don't like change. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. One of these should be, yep, okay, I got my torch one. I have a torch box. So I did find a cave, a mesa cavern cave, whatever you want to call it, that is full. Like, this thing will not end. It's a little ways past the village. I should have a spyglass, but I'm lazy. So we skip all these. I think it's on this mountain somewhere. See, this is exactly why I have this on safety baby mode. I don't know how to use the elytra. I will die. I would be decimated by the floor every single time. I've learned how to do the leaf tactic where you go like back and forth and back and forth. That helps sometimes, not all the time. I've been practicing in and out. So I have a hole over here, and then I had one over there on the mountain, but let's see. Nah, I already got over here pretty well. So let's work our way over here. So how are you guys doing? Have you heard the recent Genshin Impact review on Google Play? What? No, I haven't. I actually just realized I haven't touched Genshin Impact since the Meltdown Genshin Impact stream. Or whenever I last streamed it. I have not touched it. Not touched it one bit. So I have no idea. Wait, isn't there like a mermaid area now? Or did I hallucinate that? Like there's new characters and stuff and a new area. I have not been in there. I can. Aw, Alex, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Good luck with everything, Genta. Aw, thank you. Y'all too sweet. Don't spoil me. You're too sweet. I do like seeing super chats though.
Alex Flame 116 donated $5 through super chat.
No,
good luck with everything, Genta.
Real skinny legs. Really? My little chopstick legs? I was actually before stream doing the cha-cha slide. It's a little bit hard because I've nuked my movements. I could make them more drastic, but I do want to do a cha-cha slide cover. Because it looks funny, because I do have a command key for each individual leg, but, like, okay, just watch. Slide to the left, whoop, slide to the right, whoop, left foot, let's up, left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha, real smooth, dun, 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 dun. It would be better if I put all the stuff on max. It's on half max right now. How am I gonna get back in there? But yeah, that's something I want to do. I have so many fun things I want to do, but I just can't. I can't commit. Hey, super sexy boing boing omega opaco Nichan, welcome! And I just threw that. Imagine that was lava. Thankfully, I've not made that mistake. I'm too lazy to reclone gear. Can I get in here? Will this lead downward? There's a hole somewhere. I don't know if I marked it. Maybe it wasn't on this hill. See how far this one goes. Okay, that was the wrong hole. That's relatable. It's the wrong hole, guys. That's gross. I'm sorry. OMG, so much math. Hey, I did it with a calculator. Don't be too proud. Maybe I should be just going to my pumpkin hole. I lit it up and everything, but I swear I put something somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Wait, was it over there? It has to be over there. I put a torch down somewhere. I think it's over here. Oh, right, because it's, like, also kind of like a ravine. Right? Blah. Just insta-dead. So, I do have a few things I want to talk about. I just want to get my bearings. Because I lost my cave, because I thought it would be cool to go back to base camp and be like, hey, remember base camp? We ain't gonna see it for a while. Thank God, I thought... What? Thank God I thought that's her long boing. Because they're super chopstick legs. Are you making fun of my legs? Come on, guys! I'm adorable. I am adorable. Once I get the point store
Cubelets
available,
donated
you guys
$1.
can pick
Hi.
which model I use. Cute! Cute, I don't have a goal anymore. Don't be a Rin, save your money. Save your money, how you doing, Q? This is your new form of communication is hilarious. And it's with a different, it's with a different, what is it, voice text to speak? I didn't know I could change that, but I saw the option in Streamlabs and went, oh. I wanted it to be the Japanese one, but I don't know if it would have done English correctly, so I didn't want to risk it. I just picked the other lady. I was tempted to have one of the boys. The boy ones were nice. They were really nice. But it's okay. We can live with, I think this is Eva? Rachel? I can't remember what this one's called. I call her girl, and I call the other ones boy, and then I call it girl 1 and 2. Wait, do you play Hypixel? I do not play Hypixel. I'm terrible at PvP. I play Minecraft for the mining. I'm that kind of child. I like hoarding items. I like just picking it all up. And, cause this is my silk pick, and I have a fortune pick back home, so I can get the max dosage of stuff. Like, I'm a hoarder. You guys have no idea. When it comes to in-game stuff, I hoard like it's none of my business. Nom 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 nom. Cat lol lol. Speedrun, speedrun, speedrun. I did actually beat the Ender Dragon, but I couldn't find the portal again. Which is a mistake. I should have looked at coordinates. That would have been helpful. I still have not found it. Literally, once the stream was over, I think I played... Did I play Minecraft or did I go straight to bed? I can't remember, but I did get back on Minecraft and I went, bye. I'm not gonna find it. I'm not gonna find it, so I left. And I don't know where it is anymore. It's somewhere near my base, off in like fuck off direction this way. Wait, was this short? I guess I do have to go to my hole up here. Hole, 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 hole. Yay! There's my death hole! Let's go! Boop! My fat head almost didn't make it. No, did I put a block? Okay, I didn't. I accidentally clicked. Hey, Ehaz, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're just gonna be randomly chatting and mining. I'm gonna be mining. I just need some peace of mind. I can't believe I ruined my day by seeing that thing on YouTube. I can't allude to anything more than that because I don't like drama. I hate how my brain works. I hate how my brain works. I actually looked up the stages of grief. Apparently there's 5 to 7 and also 10, so that's nice. There's no confirmed number. I think I'm at the stage of grief and have always stayed at the stage of grief of, what is it? What'd they call it? The first one is denial. The second one is anger. Third one is... does anybody else know the stages of grief? Or is it grief? It is grief. See, look, I even did homework and it's not conclusive. Anyway, so I'm still in the middle of grief. And it's been like... For three specific topics, because it made me think of all 3 of them at the same time. been stuck. I haven't gotten to the acceptance, or if I have gotten to one of the acceptance ones, I just don't feel any better. So I guess I'm still lingering on that pain. I wish my brain didn't work this way. But we'll see. We'll see what the psyche eval comes back as. I'm very excited for that. When was the next one? The next appointment I have is, did they say 2 weeks from the first one or a week? I have to ask my mom. She knows. I've been hearing Friday a lot today. I don't know. Wait, Friday's October. Hey, it's Christmas. It's not Christmas season. It's it's Halloween season. I did see the new trailer for Pokemon, and I went, can we just skip October? I don't care. I'm not a child. Halloween can be done with. Let's just go to November so I can play Pokemon. They kept everything. They've kept everything. They have the Poffins. They have Pokemon Can Walk With You. They have the Pokewatch, which I never found much use for, but it's back and that's cool. Man, they didn't leave anything out for this reboot, and I'm very happy about that. Guys, why is there a circle shadow here? Oh, it's a bat! I was confused. I'm like, there are no circles in Minecraft, my friend. What the heck? It was a bat. Those things want to kill me. Anyway, I got off topic. How you guys doing? Out of the 4 new favorite Hollow Myth. Oh, speaking of Hollow Myth, or the Hollow Council, I haven't done a reaction video, and I have not seen any of their debuts. I have not even attempted to get acquainted with who they are. The only thing I remember is there's a rat that looks like Ollie. That's it. I don't know their names. I don't know anything about them. I've watched the trailers for their before debut where they're like, we are the Hollow Council, and then it just shows them, and I went, dang, that looks nice, and I didn't do anything afterwards. I can't tell you how I feel about them because I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I'm surprised I wasn't recommended a video for, like, because they did that last time for, was it Hollow ID? Yeah, last time for Hollow ID, they did, like, a synopsis. There usually is somebody who makes a video that synopsis is it. Oh, all that stuff's up there, that's why. You got me thinking. Why am I using stone? I brought scaffolds for a reason. Is that scaffolding? I can never spell that right. I always spell it with a K, and I'm like, why can't I find it? But yeah, that's another thing on my list of things to do is record a reaction to them because I don't know anything about them. Have they actually collabed with because, right, there's usually a month ban where they have to be with each other and nobody else. So they can only self-collab. Or did the Hollow Council, they'd be like, we're the Hollow Council, we dictate when we can do whatever we do, so we do whatever we do when we do. Right? I did get to see the anniversary for HoloLive, EN. The first year anniversary? Or is it the second year anniversary? I don't even remember. But, yeah, Ina started crying, and I'm like, oh, sweet baby child. I am still kind of miffed that I'm seeing, like, 3D models of the HoloLive girls that people are making, and the official HoloLive girls stuck with the chibi things. I want them to have a full body. I've seen them made. It's not like it's not there, but I know contracts and whatnot. They probably have a modeler specifically for the HoloLive girls. That's probably what's slowing it down. Because, like, the EN branch is still evolving. The one of Ame and the one of Gura are so good, I'm going to be disappointed in the official one. Because the people that made the Ame and the Gura, like, 3D model, They did it so well. Like, it looks exactly like the 2D art, but they made it 3D. That is a very hard feat to do. Keep the characterization of the model when you're doing the 3D art of it. Anyway, I got on a tangent, sorry. Not everybody here knows about Hololive. Like, you can... I've had some people in my community that they don't know VTubers, and that's cute. I know a few people who are now being VTubers that still don't know about VTubers, and that's awesome. My warning for people who don't know about VTubers yet, don't. It is a hole that's gonna drive you insane if you're a caring person, may I just say. It is a whole lot of bullshit. I'm just joking, I'm joking. But yeah, it's kind of stressful. The honeypot days of VTubing has gone away, but that doesn't mean VTubing itself is irrelevant. And by honeypot, I mean, like, I don't know. Because I just realized reality is now available for English, and I have my tutorial that's like the most viewed thing on my channel. It's super outdated, and I try to still answer people's comments on that video. And I recently re-downloaded it for other reasons, not to use the model, but for other reasons, because I did delete it. I wasn't using it. The English reality server is filled with people doing lives. I frankly have no words. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. They ruined it. They should have kept it region locked. Oh my god. Like that's oversaturation. If you're curious, download the reality app and download the English one, so you might have to change your iTunes store. And just witness the shit posting. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's horrendous. It's so bad, and I miss it. Like, that's not what it used to be like. Because the whole reason I made that... I'm gonna burp, hold on. That was little. It was in my throat, though. The whole reason I made that tutorial was for people... Because it was such a simple thing that had, like, just a region lock that made it difficult to get it. I wanted it to be accessible to all people, because it was a simple, free thing. And now that everybody knows about it, I want to vomit. I just want to vomit. It's too much. Like, they really need to up, like, their freaking character creation, because there's way too many users, and there's copycats. There are copycats. I've thankfully not seen a Genta copycat, but oh my gosh, seeing copycats is it's kind of weird. I feel uncomfortable. Oh man. Anyways, I'm off topic. We're not talking about that no more. Just, I want to vomit. First anniversary, small, yeah, the 3D models. I mean, they're nice and I like them because they worked, and it looked like everybody had a VR system. So they are capable of having a more complicated 3D model. Right? They've made enough money to where they should have invested in a good PC. Right? Callie did, I know for sure. And Kiara upgraded definitely her mic at least. And she's still... Yeah, didn't chat like bully her into buying a new computer? Because she's like, yeah, my PC, I like it, but it's in the shop. And I had to send it back like to Germany. And it'll be 5 months. And everybody, I remember it was a Minecraft stream. And we were just like, no, 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 no. The donations started rolling in. I didn't see anybody clip that though. I'm like, that was a pivotal moment. People were like, you need a better PC. If it's gonna take 5 months, you need to chuck that thing away. Right, when your whole thing is streaming. And now she's not even in Japan anymore, so she can't rely on like the office anymore. She has to rely at her at-home office. Anyways, I have not been up to date with Hololive. Even though it seems like it. That's just past events that are like months, if not like a whole year old at this point. rats and zombies don't get along well. Oh, have they already talked to each other? Yeah, Rat and Ollie on the same page. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a friend of Ollie. Even though it doesn't maybe make the most sense. I mean, with the auditions with Hololive, it really is very clear that they shouldn't have those open auditions. Because I think the only person from my memory of their scouting for members for even JP was you had to have some knowledge. Like, most of them have either been in the social media rigmarole, been VTubers, like they've had records. The only buddy that didn't have past records with anything was Subaru, and Subaru has mentioned that many times, and she's like, I asked management, like, what made you give me this? Like, you gave me a chance, like I had nothing. And they're like, well, we really liked your energy. That's a rare treat. I'm like, yes. Subaru's had such a hard life. She really needed that. She really needed that, like, freebie. Subaru's best girl. Anyway, I'm geeking. Hololive. I really want to do the Q&A, what is it, song? Where you're like, each knee, san, go, da 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 da, ha da da. Basically, it's modeled off of the first Hololive audition songy thing, but it's just updated. Like, I downloaded the file thing, and I could do that whenever. I just gotta put the pieces together. It's for another time. I'm working right now on the Maho Shoujo site auditions, which I do want to post that they're open on my YouTube. But as I'm doing more research on Maho Shoujo site, I forgot how bad, like, how mature the manga was. So I feel like I'm gonna scar some of you guys once that dubbing gets to a certain few chapters. It gets really fucked up, so I'm like writing out warnings. So for people who want to audition, I'm like, okay, once the pilot's done, if I still am like ready to continue the dubbing, you need to know ahead of time what your character's gonna be saying and doing and have happen to them, because I'm a perfectionist. Because the thing is, the things that happen to the characters are so serious. If you're not acting serious or acting correctly, it's gonna sound like a joke. And you shouldn't joke about the things that happen in this manga, may I say. So, it's very pivotal. I'm trying to figure out if I just should have boarded all entirely. But I want to! So I was looking for like a more child-friendly manga to cover. All the ones I read recently are pretty fucked up, so I might have to do Watamote again. I don't know. That's just something I really like to do, manga dubbing. I can self-dub it. I just need like one male voice actor, so I'm not like editing me in a gravelly voice. I can't do males. I can't do different men voices from like all the way to elderly, middle-aged, young. I'm not that multi-talented. You're gonna have to use filters eventually, and it's just not what I want to do, you know? Anyway, I got off topic. What are we talking about? They did a few scheduled collaborations. What? Collaboration? What? A few Minecraft collabs. They are confidential. Right, okay. Okay, because is it like the JP or the EN? I like how, there's a JP server, and the ID girls are on the JP server. But then the EN girls got their own server, and now it's kind of like, why did the EN girls not get their own server? Was it because there's only 3 of them? I don't know. Hololive is a bit weird. It's a bit weird with its content. I love it, but it's weird. Anyway. Oh, Choco Poco. What are we talking about? Wait, is that my Choco? Wait a minute. Is that my Osu skin? Did you change your name? How you doing, hon? If you are the Choco I know. Black Choco. It was Black Choco. Ame's mom, Guda's mom, Kiara's mom. What about their moms? Yo, mom. Also, Genta's mom. Why are we Oh, I get it. We were talking about We're talking about my moms. Everybody's mom. Everybody gay. I've been digesting content on YouTube lately that's very reminiscent of 2010, 2013 comedy. Oh boy. Some of them, they can get away with it. I feel like it's purely off of their reputation alone, because if you didn't know them, because, you know, they've been here since the eons of YouTube, I feel like somebody would have pitched a fit. I feel like people have pitched a fit about some of them before, but it doesn't stick, you know? I miss how YouTube used to be like, you can do stuff, and if you made a mistake, that's okay. It's not like you're gonna die about it, but now it is. It's like, you're going to jail. I mean, some of the YouTubers belong in jail, may I say. Some of them, they don't belong alive. They're bad. You know who I'm talking about. You either know they exist, the ones I'm talking about, or you haven't been here very long. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. When am I gonna get to the main cavern? This one just never ends. Like, I think I'm at that loaded chunk area in Minecraft where I'm getting, like, the cave updates. Because caves used to be so boring. But now these caves, like, in the Mesa, I hit a gold cavern. Like, there was gold everywhere. It was all gold. I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think I've ever found the Mesa biome outside ever. I always get, like, stuck in the dark forest or whatever. In the jungle forest. I usually can't get out of those two planes. I think. Alright, now I get to play Where the Heck Was I? This is not the main one. But yeah. Yeah, I changed my name. Oh, it is you! I remember. I think this is the final change. Yeah, rebranding. My honest take on rebranding is if it makes you happier and if it takes time to, like, get it to the way you want it and you're happy with it, good. But I hate change and it gets annoying. and that's coming from me, that I have thought multiple times about either quitting this channel or retiring this channel and just starting without any warning a new channel and not tell anyone, because the content I want to do is, like, so specific, it's not friendly. Which I opted out after I've been on hiatus for so long. I'm like, fuck it. I worked hard on this channel. I've spent money and time and love and care. I'm not going to throw it away just because I'm tired of seeing certain things and certain people and just have bad memories. I've worked hard. I just got Kitten Genta. I don't want things to be shit. So, yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. I think we're getting... Yep, okay, this is the cavern I was from. Can you even call this a cavern? It's just a hole in the earth that goes... Anyway. But yeah. I do have plans for other content other than manga dub. I might do some editing on stream. I don't know if copyright will allow. I think, yeah, if anything, Twitch allows it, right? You just gotta be careful. Don't play out the whole, like, video or thing, but I'm not gonna be editing a video. I very well can't edit the Omegle video on stream because... It's Omegle. You know what they do. So I have at least 3 or 4 of those I need to edit out before I do the main editing of the Omegle video. Plus, I'm gonna just kind of guesstimate if there were any minors in the video, because I refuse to have any minors in the video. Like, I don't care if it's like Omegle says you have to be, like, like everybody on this site is 18 because we said you have to be, so you're 18. That's just them legally covering their ass. And there are childs on there, so I have to make sure to, if I know they're underage, they're not gonna be in the Omegle video. And if I miss somebody, I will go back in the editing and remove them with the YouTube editing, right? But everybody else, free game, you know? I played chicken and I didn't have my earbuds in. So while I was talking, quote unquote, to people, I kept doing the same joke. And I couldn't hear them, and you know, it was weird. It was awkward. I thought it would be like somewhat amusing. It was kind of amusing. It was just anxiety filling, really, honestly. Omegle is not something I'm comfortable with, but I want to be. Because it's good content. Oh, great. Another monster spawner. Boop. Wait, what is this one? Oh, skeleton. I'm like, what? Is that a fish? Can you tell I haven't played Minecraft in a while? That looked like a fish to me. It's a skeleton. Oh, Simple Channel. Hi, welcome. Funnel Cake, honey. How you doing? Welcome. I'm talking about random stuff today. Just venting. Or just talking. I don't think I'm venting much anymore. I was gonna go in more detail about what kind of messed up my mood, but then I'm like, it's not nice to talk about that on this, right? Like, I'm having to learn how to complain and also keep my morality, right? Because I have a moral compass of, like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, which has kind of attributed to me being practically mute my whole life. Because I didn't want to bother anybody. I couldn't assure that what I would say or do would not bother everybody, so I opted out to, in general, not talk. And when I did talk, I know I did annoy people, because they would tell me to shut up. Which is fair. I mean, I barked and meowed in school. They tolerated that as well as a kid could. Like, when I look back at my childhood, it's fine. It's just like with a retrospect of me being older, hella cringe. It's like, the things that we needed confirmed when I was a child, but they refused to let our voices be heard because, you know, for example, autism. I'm on the autism spectrum with SPD, but in the young days of autism being a thing in early 2000s, they were like, no, there's nothing wrong with your kid. It's like, you were either autistic or you weren't. There was no spectrum. So that was the same thing for the rest of my health. Like, I was cyclic vomiting for 6 months, and the GP didn't care. It's like, it's a baby thing, they'll grow out of it. And my mom's like, no, this isn't just baby throw up. I've seen baby throw up because she has not had other babies, but she has, you know, her siblings and whatnot. You have kids, and she babysat neighbors and whatnot. She knows. And she's like, my kid's doing something pretty abnormal, and you people need to pay attention because I'm losing my shit. I would too. It's like, imagine caring so much about something, and then the one person that's supposed to also care just dismisses you. They're like, you're crazy, lady, go away. Why is health like that? Can I vent about that? I respect doctors, but the one thing I don't respect is when they just don't tell you they have nothing they can do for you. I understand that legally somebody could make a case. Like this, I have thought about this a while, so I've already thought about the scenario a bunch. So if a doctor, because my thing with the doctors are, they sit on their hands, and even if you're going to the ER and you've gone to all these specialists and there's still no answer, they're like, well, I got nothing for you. Come back, and they make an appointment right in front of you. And I had to ask, why? I'm like, explain to me why I should come back when you yourself just said you have nothing for me. And I know why they can't, because then that could be, what is it? Misinterpreted as like refusing service or discrimination. Like that could be lawsuit material. But I think it's a doctor's right to be like, this is outside of my understanding as a healthcare professional. Right? So I could go and find another doctor. There's nothing wrong with another doctor saying, like, no, it's nothing wrong with your first doctor to say, maybe you should find another doctor because I can't help you. That's what I want. I've had only one, well, they weren't, I guess, they were physical therapist specialist in vestibular and eye care. So I guess they must have had a doctorate for something. So I guess they count as doctors. They were the only ones that actually were like real ass people, and then, you know, went down that hole, didn't go anywhere, and they were like, yeah, I agree with you that we have tried what we have and it's probably hurting you more. We can continue this treatment if that's what you want to do and see if the progress gets met. But I do agree that this is probably not helping you. And if you don't want to continue it, then that would be recommended, because we don't want to make it worse. And you would think anybody hearing that would start crying or being sad or mad. No, I was like giddy. I was happy. I was so happy. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been waiting to hear something like this for years now. Like, I was crazy. I'm sure that's not the reaction they expected, right? Because, like, most people don't want to be told that I can't help you, right? That's just depressing. Which I did have another specialist where that happened, but I'll get into that later, or if not, I did have, like, a meltdown with another specialist. Where the hell is the oars? I'm losing my mind. Is it down here? Or did I come from down here? I need to put signs down. Usually I mark it by getting a shovel out and just seeing if there's any ores hidden. That usually lets me know if I've been in an area, if I get rid of the gravel and dirt. Dirt and gravel must go. Anyways, what was I talking about? Konnichiwa, friend. I do not speak Japanese. Manga? What manga? I'm so confused. Oh, I was, sorry, late to answer that. That is lava. See, this is why we can't have nice things. Oop. Anyway. But yeah, that's the only thing I want. I just want doctors to be able to tell their patient that they cannot help them. And it's fine to say that. Right? But I think they legally can't. You have to make that choice for them, whether you continue to be a patient of them, right? Because otherwise it would be considered like refusing treatment, and then they could argue it was for discrimination reasons or something stupid. But that's all I want. That's all I want. I wanted honesty, I wanted sincerity, and I just wanted somebody not to waste my time. And it took my doctor having a mental breakdown of himself to be like, oh, so we're done now? And he's like, yeah, we're done now. Professional. He was a professional crybaby. I mean, hey, if I didn't break him, nobody was going to. That sounds also terrible. Yo, yo, yo. Great nose. The DJ, D4DJ. Oh, by the way, I haven't touched rhythm games outside of, like, Taiko Osu in months. Like, I have my tablet specifically bought it for rhythm games. I have not touched a single rhythm game app. I'm watching the apps update, like the icons, and I haven't touched them. I saw Ina was doing a D4DJ stream, and I went, huh. What about that makes me feel familiar? Oh, I used to play these games! I haven't touched any of them in so long. I can't give you a reason other than probably just too depressed. Like, I treat rhythm games so seriously that I don't play for fun. I play I don't play for fun. I play to win. You can't win a rhythm game. The leaderboards are just too maxed out. Oh, come on. There has to be other holes. That's what she said. Anyways, I think... No, lava? Lava. Go figure. There is a giant cavern that had a lustrous amount of ores. I just can't remember where it is. It's somewhere down here. Anyway. Boop. 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 Anyway. How do I get out? I think I understand that. Makes sense. Super long. Can somebody translate what they said in Japanese? I'm curious. I can't. The only thing I recognize is no. The no and she. No, she. I actually am learning Japanese behind the scenes again. But like gradually. Because my retaining of the information, if I don't keep up with it, I forget it. Sounds like every foreign kid's problem. You learn one language and then you become 20 and you're like, I can't. I don't know. No español. To speak the Deutsch or something. I don't know. I want to because I really do want to go to Japan, but I refuse to go to Japan if I'm some helpless foreigner. Like, I actually, this is how bad my social anxiety about that is. If I go to Japan, I'll probably pretend like I just can't genuinely speak at all. Like I'm mute. Which, if I'm going by myself, is probably true because I won't be talking to anybody because I literally can't. I won't know what they're saying. And I don't want to be like, Styx translator in their face. That's just so, no, not me. Like, I know you can, like, pay for a translator, but that adds a lot of expense and, like, have, you could have, like, guides and stuff. It's just an added expense. Like, I'd be lucky to get to Japan, period. Like, I honestly think, you know, now that COVID's happened, I'm never going to be able to get into Japan. Because I would have to have all my updated shots, and I can't. Because I get sick really easily, and I've talked about this. When you have a weak immune system, so you have already a problem like staying healthy. Like I'm on a buttload of drugs already, so like if I get a cold, those were already. My teacher banned me from blowing my nose. Can I tell you this? Oh my god, my 5th grade teacher banned me from blowing my nose when I had a cold, because of course before the COVID days, if you were sick and you were a kid, you gotta go to school no matter what. So I felt miserable. Everybody was miserable to see me, and I kept blowing my nose and distracting people, and I wanted to cry, but there was nothing I could do. And then he just straight up banned me from the tissue box. So I really wanted to cry, and I went home, and my mom made a new rule. All right, if you have colds, you can't go to school. Like, there would be times where I already would not go to school if I was sick, but that was, like, my, accounting. My days at school were already pretty bad because I kept getting sick. We actually had, another student. I was friendly with her. Her name was Mackenzie, and, no, wait, was her name Mackenzie? I'm gonna call her Mackenzie. She has a even worse... Like, she actually has a name and a disorder for it. I cannot remember it for the life of me. But she could not go to school because every day of her life was sick. Like, I have it, like, where vitamins could kind of manage it, but not really. Like, I have leaky gut syndrome. I've had chronic colds. I'm already susceptible to, what did my dad say? Like, all my crap came from my dad's side. My mom thought it came from her side, but it's my dad's side. Which, go figure, that man is like, how are you still alive? How are you still alive? I mean, he technically died, but he came back. Oh. Okay, anyway. I feel like I'm telling 3 stories at once. Which one was I talking about? I'm almost out of torches. I don't want to leave the resources. Oh, my weak immune system. Anyways, Mackenzie literally was sick all the time. And when we noticed her more when she did go to school than when she was not at school. That's how often she wasn't there. I actually got to talk to her because I had moved to a different school, and that didn't last very long for like credit recovery. And my best friend at the time was very close friends with her. And they would like go places, I guess, which always weirded me out because I'm like, isn't she sick all the time? She's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I didn't actually realize that I accidentally knew her sister, one of her younger siblings, because she has a big family. Like, we went to an anime convention together. And I don't know how or why. I think she said her last name, and I went, wait, you mean like McKen's blank? And she goes, yeah, that's my sister. And I go, what the fuck? I'm like, how did I accidentally meet you? Oh man, that was funny. I don't miss school. It's just... Anyways, the whole reason I was talking about McKen's is because I was scared and my mom was scared because my attendance was already poor due to my health. That, because if you don't let your kid go to school, you could go to jail for that, which, okay. I mean, the parents that belong in jail never go to jail. That's the problem. The ones that are trying and not doing too well, that's what the law, like, picks up on. They're like, oh, you had one bad day? You're a shit parent. Have fun in jail. It's like, I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. My dad's side of the family is crazy. None of them should have any kids ever. And they, like, my cousin actually had a recent mental breakdown, and he is somewhere not, I don't know where, if he's even in the state anymore. But, like, people, like, multiple, the whole county or the town was calling the cops constantly. He's like, yeah, there's some guy who's, like, waving around, like, I can't remember if if it was his gun or his bow and arrow, but it's like, yeah, he had a weapon, and he's like just running around, he's bleeding and shit. I'm like, he's basically having a psychotic breakdown. The officers at the time, due to the way he was acting, totally would have been, what is it? They totally would have been justified to shoot him because he was being a danger to society. Frankly, he was. And they didn't. Somehow they were able, like, I don't know, once he saw them, he went on a conspiracy, like, tangent, and then he was just like, buddy, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's like, well, I'm living with my uncle, and I don't have family that likes me, my mom didn't treat me right. He's saying all the wrong things at this point, like, this time. And then he also drops, yeah, by the way, he's a drug dealer. I'm like, my dad is not a drug dealer. So, like, because he had to meet up with them because he lost him. They were hunting in the woods. I actually recorded some of this on my phone. Oh, wait, I'm using it. You guys need to hear my dad. He should have a podcast. He's incredible. If he didn't know, like, if he did not know about technology, he would be on a podcast, but he has no idea about technology. He is quite an individual. He's kind and caring, though. Like, he put up with my cousin when nobody else, like, everybody, even the grandparents and, like, sub-family and friends, long gave up on that, and they were like, yeah... It's just he even while my cousin was having this mental breakdown or whatever, just having a psychosis dump during a hunting trip in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of the night, my dad calls up his dad, so I don't think it's his brother. Was he an in-law? I can't remember. It must have been a brother, and he's like, yeah, he's running around and he's fucking lost it. What would you recommend? And his dad literally is like, yeah, it's about that time of the year. And he goes, what the hell does that mean? And he goes, well, yeah, he's probably due to be checked in to psychiatric hospital again. Which I feel bad for him, because, like, I've been there, but he actually was having a psychosis episode. He has many things, both health and mental, that are wrong with him. But he's a decent person. Like, he wouldn't hurt people. He's just kind of out there. Like, he is very much like my dad, except I'm scared of him. He's not a scary, like, person. He's just a lot. Like, way too much going on. That's about it. He has way too much going on. He has, like, this giant rap sheet. I think he's been arrested before, but it was, like, nothing violent. It was more of, like, okay, you need to come with us. And he goes, I don't want to go. It's like, well, then I'm going to have to arrest you. And he goes, well, okay, you're going to have to arrest me. And then there you go. That's how he went. And that's how he has maybe, like, one arrest record on him. I mean, really, he is a good person. He's just not okay. I do worry. I do worry about him. I only just got to know him, and then I heard about all that. Because he wasn't there, and my mom brought it up when we were visiting. He's like, so, where's so-and-so? And he's like, oh, you didn't hear? And I'm like, Dad, you don't even have a phone. You barely have a computer, and you don't use either of the two. How would we know anything? I mean, it's nice that he thinks that we're aware of things that we would not be aware of, I guess. It's kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, that was last time I saw my dad. Sorry, went on a tangent. What were we talking about? I'm catching up with chat. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with your teacher? Well, to be fair, from everyone's perspective too, it's like, you know, I was annoying. I mean, I was sick. It's just, it's a thing of its time, right? Now it wouldn't be tolerated. People would be like, no, COVID, you know, right? They'd run away from you and they'd be like, go the fuck home, wear a mask, do this and do that, right? Which is what they should have done to begin with. Can I tell you something that I realized? So, when I was having, like, I was really sick. So this was like 4 or 5 years ago, or 6 years, I don't know. My time line is broken in my head. My mom knows all the times, but when I was first getting sick, and I was constantly in my GP's waiting room, they had those little signs that you always see, but until COVID, you never noticed. But they said, if you are sick or have a cold, please do the people around you a favor and wear a mask so that they can stay safe and healthy. So that rule was always in place. We have never listened to it. And I looked at that as a kid, and because I used to follow rules, I would go up to my mom and I'd be like, what does that mean? Am I gonna die? Because there's people in the office that are coughing and sneezing and not doing what the sign said. Like from, I saw that sign when I was a little kid, asked about it, saw that when I was actually sick, and went, yeah, the world just doesn't care, does it? And now with COVID, I'm like, I'm dying inside. I'm dying inside. I'm dying inside. My mom and I were wearing masks before it was even mandated nor recommended. Because we paranoid. That's the one time paranoia has paid off. We bought masks already, stocked up way late. Like, we already do stock, to be honest. Because we like food. We like food and we like shopping in one go. So, it's not like we were, what is it called? We weren't hoarding when it wasn't allowed to hoard. That's what I wanted to say. We were doing that well before the panic happened. Because, you know, that's what paranoia does you well sometimes. That's the one time it paid off. Anyway, yeah, my dad can tell you a bunch of stories. I recorded, I don't know if no, I just told you the story. I guess you can hear it from my dad's perspective. Because I told you how I remembered it. I probably got some of it wrong. But, yeah. Where am I? What? Did this split into two? Oh, I missed some iron up here. Gimme iron. Hugo Boss, no spamming, please. No spamming. I'll put you in timeout. Papa Genta podcast channel sounds fun. Yeah, it would be incredibly fun because he has, can you call it an accent? He has, like, trailer park or hillbilly talk, countryisms. But we live nowhere in the country. Well, maybe. I guess that's what you call living out there? But it's not like it's away from society. I don't know. I really want to show you guys my dad's voice. Hold on. Let's see. You know what? I will actually... I will go rigid, but that is okay. Because I have the recording on my phone. Let me mute to make sure that I'm not doxing my family more than I already have. Alright, hold on. I found it! I found it! I just, man, 3 seconds in, I miss his voice. Here's my dad.
Every time I ask you to do the dishes, because we're all out in the end, he says, yeah, I did dishes. I go, where are they? He goes, I'm using it. No, all the dishes. Well, he's, I'm gonna, this is real bad this time. I'm gonna die. I'm pretty sure this time. His little buddy comes over, knocks on the window there, and he's like, I'm gonna die. And this little buddy comes in here. You wanna go fishing? Hell, he's up all of here. No time flat, man.
So he was, because that's when we were talking about my cousin, like why he wasn't there. And he had some choice words to say. Whoops, forgot to put the, but that's my dad. Everything he talks about is just automatically entertaining because he's a nice person, but the way he sounds is just silly. It's like, we go there when we need to have a better time, basically. Reminds me of my dad. Aww. I hope that's good. Also, welcome Beaver to Beaver. I'm back. Hi. Alright. Alrighty, bros. I'm gonna have to put our ores in my shulker chest, but I need a place to put them down where they're not squished. Give me some flat ground! Flat! Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. I always sort them like this. I get 3 shulker chests. Boop, bloop, bloop. And then I put these ores in its own chest. Coal gets its own chest because I collect so much of it. I refuse to leave coal. I will never not have coal. That's, yeah. I will never not have coal. And copper. I put copper up here. That's how I sort. And then I just pick it up. And there we go. I guess I do now have a torch. I wish there was a throwaway feature. They have it for the creative mode where you can just throw it away, like there's an X over here. I wish you could just naturally destroy it. Because throwing it up, you're gonna pick it up again, and it's annoying. Anyways, I gotta get torches out. Meow. Bloop, 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 blap. There we go. Yep, this is, I'm not kidding you. I've done this for 5 hours before. Just mining like this. I've done it for a whole day, actually. Now, I'm curious. What day is it in Minecraft? 359. We had 359 in Minecraft. Oh man, trying to learn a new language is hard. Yeah, it is. I really do want to get good at Japanese. It's just hard. It's hard because I think it's the same thing with Korean. Like, Korean to me is really hard to speak, but the alphabet is very easy to understand. I still can't read, but if I put the effort, I could probably understand Korean, maybe memory-wise better than Japanese. Like, I got the phonetics down of Japanese. Like, I know that, like, kaki, ki, ke, wait, no, ka, ki, ke, kiko. One of those vowels wasn't right, but like, because in English, the vowels have many different sounds. Like one, a, o, ooh, or ooh, I don't, man, it's been a while. I recently got tutored, not recently, but recently enough for me to say recently. But I got like tutored for school because I asked for it. And she put me down the ringer of like, all right, do you remember how first grade was? And I go, no. And she's like, well, we're going to start at that and work up. I can't believe kids understand things the way they did. English is hard. Like, I'm old enough to understand it, but I was struggling. Like, I went from being like 2 years behind already to like now I'm at a 5th grade level. It was so bad. Hey, Hugo. Welcome back, buddy. Now I'm lost. Where? Kevin! Hey, Black Falcon. Welcome to the stream. I'm just rambling about odd things. I need to have signs. I need to have a sign that points me and be like, hey, don't go this way. You went all the way through. Hello, Genta. Hope you're having a very nice day. I'm having an okay night. This is what I'd be doing in quiet regardless. So I thought, why not stream? We're mining through emotions. I already vented about health. I vented about... oh, here we go. Hole. Boop. Yes! There we go. This is the stuff we look for. This is what you came for. I love hoarding items. Yeah, I love hoarding items, doing repetitive things. Even though I have done jobs and other things that are also repetitive, but they require way more energy to maintain the quality. And then I get frustrated when the quality diminishes because, like, I'm not mentally capable of having the same quality for it. Like, that was the issue with my previous manga dubs, was I was getting better with the quality, but it was taking me longer to keep and maintain even the first quality. Like, I kept updoing myself. And I'm sure now it's like, it's kind of like, you didn't really do much. I'm like, I did this when I was a little bean, and I did it with Movie Maker in Audacity with my mic that screams. I actually recorded it. My mic was so broken, I recorded most of it on my phone for the 3rd chapter. Was it the 3rd chapter or the 2nd chapter? I hate it when they name a chapter prologue or like pilot. It's like the 1st chapter of the manga is not the 1st chapter of the manga. So it's like, shut up, it's the 1st chapter of the manga. Don't confuse me. You already have a Roman numeral system on the side. How am I gonna remember what I'm doing? Anyway. But yeah, Mahou Shoujo site, I'm working on the PowerPoint presentation. It's practically already done, but I'm rereading it to make sure that the warnings are like all there, because it's gonna be dark. I would have an easier time probably casting people for Watamote, and I might bring that one back. Just because I'm familiar with it. I know at the peak, it's comedy and it's content. It's way less mature. Right? It's silly. It's like, she's an otaku. She's a recluse character. She's relatable. I wanted to cosplay her. I really did, and I thought I was gonna sew it. Because like her outfit is like really easy to make. It's like practically a normal school uniform. Not like the super mega anime ones. Like, it has like a tan jacket. It was more realistically like a Japanese school girl outfit. Usually they're like more black, I guess. Some of them are, I don't know, they get custom sometimes, but they don't normally have skirts that are like not able to cover your butt. It's usually a long skirt that they roll up to give it a shortness, but it can't be a shortness of a certain length, right? Like, this is still a school. We may be in Japan, but we have some standards here. I like your new cat avatar. Well, thank you. Watamete, too relatable. I like it though. I'm very behind on the whole story. I'm one of those kind of completionists that if I can't remember where I left off in the story completely, I have to reread the whole series, and that was the problem I had with Naruto, both the anime and the manga. I'm like, I can't remember where I left off. Well, gotta start with volume 1 again. It's like, why do I make myself so miserable? I guess you can manage your pain, right? You can manage your pain better than you can manage your enjoyment, which is really sad. But that's life. What is your age right now? What do you mean? Hugo! Hugo, you're being creepy. Don't say creepy things or I'm gonna bop. For waffles. Wait, when did I get them? Eh? Did I get a notification? Did this? Huh, I didn't know that. Waffles has been a member for 6 months. I just got a notification like that would have been Twitch. But it was YouTube. Huh. Aw, Millie. I didn't know Millie was still a member. I try not to look at members. Give you guys some privacy. Since I nuked my Discord, members really don't have anything outside of emotes. Now that I'm getting back on the content grind, I might start posting content. Like, there's already some content that's member only, but that's just out of, like, I haven't edited and I'm lazy, so you could see it now in its raw form. So there is some member content. It's $1. It's $1. You can unlock it for $1. You would have to check the community post because I don't have a member playlist, because then people can still technically see it and I don't want them to even see it. So that's why there's usually only a link. What else is going on? Yeah, I can't believe I ruined my day with just accidentally seeing something. Because I don't do well with... Oh, wow, that's a lot. I don't do well with revisiting my past. I used to love, like, looking at pictures in albums and recalling and remembering. And my mom used to always be bothered by that. And now that I'm older, I totally understand. Because, you know, not every memory is good. It can get sour if you didn't maintain that relationship with that person. And it can become sour. Which is what has happened, and I can't regulate my emotions. I'm either from 0 to 100. I've never been able to regulate my emotions. I've always internalized it. That's why we're doing the psych eval. I would like to know if I am a type of bipolar, which they just slapped on my rap sheet for no reason. Really, they gave me lithium while I was in the stay away home, or the temp home for crisis kids. For 4 days, and they just gave me lithium for fucking no reason. They're like, well, since you got better, which I didn't. Like, my vision was constantly blurry and shaky. Constantly. To the point where when I was going to the bathroom, I had to hold on to the handrail to go to the bathroom. It was bad. I couldn't even see the playing cards because we had to do things without, you know, most technology. This facility was more for, yeah, I think 18 was the cutoff. This was a child's facility, but they only had, how many rooms? 8 rooms? They had a whole separate ass building, but they only had 8 rooms. I guess it was a staffing issue. But yeah, I like the adult one better. Not all of them lets you have your own, like, you can bring your phone and tablet. The adult one I went to did, and it was the best. Like, this is exactly what I needed. I needed a break. I needed to feel okay. And then they were like, okay, so how's the progress on your appointment? What? Your appointment? Appointment with what? You're supposed to make a counseling appointment. With who? When? What? Did I miss the seminar? Like, I went to all of the classes. I'm so confused. Yeah, apparently that's why they let you have your phone the entire time, so you can, like, mandate your own appointments. But they never told me that. Like, I'm a newborn baby. Everybody else there was at least 30. At least 30. I was the youngest. I was, like, barely, like, I was 19 for sure. Anyway. Take a walk sometimes. Enjoy the nature, the view of nature. Don't really bother with all the negative emotions, Genta. Trust me, it's not worth it. Well, the problem is, you can say that, but it's way harder to do in practice because most of my childhood, I was very easily ignorant to everything. I wasn't easily bothered by things I should have been bothered, right? And now that I'm older, emotions are more complex, and I can't regulate that because before I had, like, innocence and ignorance. I didn't have all the context of the situation. So I've always said this my entire life, where things have gotten bad, they should have been worse, and I'm very lucky that they haven't gotten worse or been worse, right? Like, I could have been drastically bullied. I could have been in the wrong school with the wrong people, and bad stuff could have happened to me because of my trusting and weird, quirky nature. Like, I was an easy target if our school was bad, but our school was good. Like, our school's so good. I mentioned the story before, I think. But, this was in junior high, not elementary school, so all the elementary schools finally get together for the first time. It's Spanish class. Most of our most of the students are pretty, like, they're all of the same race. We don't have many variety kids, but as a kid we never thought any different, which we got lucky. Even without having many kids of color, Asians or Mexicans, any other race in our school, we love them. Like, did I mention Shakib? Oh my gosh, everybody loved him, and he was kind of a shy kid, but because his name was so cool, everybody loved him. Like, everybody loved him. Like, when Shakib was sick, we were mourning for him. We're like, where is Shakib? We miss Shakib. Like, he didn't talk much, but he was so loved by the class, and then he moved, and we were all sad. I'm like, that is the right way for kids to grow up. Like, any cultural difference we welcomed and were just, like, happy with. Like, seriously. I was confused because he rode my bus, and the one day I got lost because I couldn't remember that my mom's like, I won't be home for the first 5 minutes when you get off the bus, but, like, don't do anything stupid. Like, just wait, I'll be there. Like, it was a conflicting about, like, a doctor's appointment, and she did tell me multiple times, but I forgot. And, Shakib had to have been... So he lived in our apartment complex, or one of the buildings, because I was a baby, and I was crying, I was wandering, I was like, I need somebody to watch me, I need, like, a friend or something. And somehow, I must have knocked on other people's doors. I had to have. Like, I could have gotten kidnapped. But I found where Shakib lived. And, you know, he's the only one in his family that could speak English fluently with Spanish. So his mom was like, why are you, who is this? So he had to translate in between me and his mom. And she had to call, like, the apartment building or something. And my mom was able to find me after that. It was a whole mess, but it was like, Shakib was the hero. I'm like, but I'm sure I've watched him get off at a different stop, but that was Shakib. Ah! Don't die, don't die, don't die. You can't die. No! I just trapped myself! Damn it! Let me... This is why. This is exactly why. I don't... Oh my god. Where the hell am I? I'm trapped. so this is what hell feels like. It's cozy. I feel cramped. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to go in creative mode to bust out of here. Did something stupid. Creative mode. Alright, here we go. Beep, beep. Let me out! There we go. My god, that was just an issue and a half. Ugh. Blacksmith. Yeah, I'm very dead. I was dead. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why Genta doesn't go in survival mode outside of baby mode. What is adventure mode, by the way? Is it any different? What's adventure mode in Minecraft? I've never heard of it. I've seen the option, I just don't know what it is. Boop, there we go. Well, you know the sad part about this? I still want those ores. Let's try this again. I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. I will collect all the shinies. Good enough. I don't care if there's anything under the lava. That's just quite literally not worth my time. Boop. Dang it. I hate it when I misplace a block. Because I can't do F1, F2, or like the number keys. Because those are key binded to expressions. Like, grr, I'm angry. I have red eyes. You can't see it, but I have like scalene cat eyes. And then I have, I'm sad. Oh no, I'm a very sad kitty cat. And then I have, yo, what up? Yo, how you guys doing? I'm a nerd. I'm a stereotypical anime nerd character. I had a song, I forgot it, but yeah. I do like these glasses. Like, I didn't ask for this, and I think it's incredible. So I have my glasses, and I think they do normally have, like, I think there's a window. So my art mama did put like something in for the lenses, which normally I'm like, nah, you don't need to add lenses like this. But it's so nice. I look like, you know, the swirly-eyed character when their glasses get knocked off in like old animes. I love it. I look cool. And it's not a sticker. Well, it is a sticker, but it's a custom-made one. Come on, I'm pretty cool. All brought to you by Mythicsights. My thick thighs, as we like to call her. I wonder what she's doing. I haven't been checking Twitter at all. I'm too sad and anxious to be on social media solidly. Like, I check in for like a hot second and then I bounce. That's how I deal with it. That is cool, Genta. Oh, but thank you. Look at me. I have so many more, but I got rid of them because I counted. It's like 25 keybinds. And Kat told me more than 5 you have a risk for lag. Maybe that was the case before, but it definitely ain't the case now. You can have unlimited keybinds and it ain't a problem. Man, how everything has evolved. Wait, I was down here. Ding-a-ling. Sometimes when I don't light up things all the way, I get confused. DJ Jaden Music, welcome to the stream. My name is Genta Cookie Cat, and I'm leaving my eyes red because it looks beautiful. They look like they're wine red. Like, maybe I should have always had red eyes. I don't know, what do you guys think? Red eyes? Oops, wrong one. Okay, yellow eyes or red eyes? Yellow eyes or red eyes? I love that I can move my eyebrows. Oh my gosh. Mythic did such a good job. We had just a tiny itty bitty little bump with the second outfit, which I don't have a keybind for, because that's my Tycho outfit. But that was it. That was the only iffy. And she still is like, I'm a noob, I'm sorry. I'm like, you are not a noob. You are elite. You just don't know it yet. She's precious. She's going to go far. I think she is going far. I haven't kept up with the social media stuff, but I'm just hoping. I'm a hoping everything's going cool. Aw, dead end. Hazel green? What? Don't spend too much. Yeah, I borderline want to delete it, but it is good for not marketing reasons, just it is the ultimate social media platform for anything, and I think it could be optimized way better, but the way it is, as it is now, and has always been, has been, can I say cancer? It's been cancer. It's always been cancer. I haven't heard Twitter doing one nice thing. Okay, well maybe Blue's Clues tweeting something was very nice, but that wasn't even Twitter, you know? That was Steve. Steve said he was proud of us, guys. I didn't even know Steve left. I wasn't aware of these things. Like, I could not fathom anything different happening when I was a child, because I had... Did I leave water here? Oh, no, that's the source. Okay. Yep. Boop. There we go. I wasn't aware of those things. Because I had ear reconstruction surgery, and then right away after that, I had sensory processing. I had that treatment. I don't know. It's like a physical. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm on a table. I get glowy toys. It's in the dark. She puts on earphones, and there's a light box that has a different color every time we're there, and we go every day for an hour. And the table swivels very slowly. Like, I would be surprised if that gave you motion sickness. And now that I have vertigo, I would easily be able to tell you if I get motion sickness. It was moving that slow. But anyways, the whole purpose of all that is that when... It's not just made for autistic people, it's in general. Anybody could have done this. You had to pay out of pocket at the time, but now it's covered by insurance. But... anybody could have done this, and what it does is it somehow, like, for your sensory part of your brain or something, it recognizes, like, the pattern input, and it corrects itself where it wasn't inputting that information correctly before. And so I went from a kid that, you know, was slightly behind, never talks often, was very quirky, very special needs in a way. Just not enough for them to, like, care before. We had to pay for this. Randomly found it. And it just worked. My mom, for the first time in my life, had to tell me to shut up because I was talking so much. And it wasn't even just like I was babbling about any odd thing. I was talking about stuff that she has been asking for an answer about, like, why I do this, why I think that, why I don't do that. Like, I just was info bombing her on the highway. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, this is how I feel, this is how it is, blah, 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 blah. And she had to, like, literally pull over and was like, you need to be quiet. I need to go home, and I need to write this down. She still, to this day, somewhere in her email, has, like, 128 things that changed because of sensory learning. Quite literally, if it wasn't for sensory learning, I would not be the functioning person I am today, even with me being as functional as I am. Like, I was not able to describe nor even begin to attempt to let somebody in my head because I didn't understand how to connect those dots. It just somehow opened that door. Like, they literally didn't, like, with the music and everything, they didn't input or, like, retrain. Well, I guess they retrained my brain, but with, like, this, just, all it was a table and fucking music that stopped and started in a light box. That's it, with different colors. But it changed everything. I did it twice. I don't think it did anything the second time, which is, like, why they recommend, like, if you're young, like, the younger you do it, the better, but anybody can do it at any time. Like, I kept wanting my mom to do it. I'm like, this changed a lot for me. This could change a lot for you. And she got kind of scared by that. She's like, I don't know if I want to be different. Relatable. That is so relatable. I don't know if I want to be different. I have Asperger's syndrome, aka mild autism. The world felt different, but at least I am achieving in life. I even had to go through a deep depression, but beat it. It took 2 years. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. So, like, if you're somewhere like the age of me, Because that was my problem, was like, there was no spectrum. You either had X, Y, Z, or you didn't. It was a very black and white scenario. So it was very hard. It's even still hard now for people to like take small bits of like, in my world, I think everybody is on the autism spectrum because it's not bad. It explains the parts of your brain that work. That's just how I feel. Like, eventually we're gonna have a name for every thought process and way of, like, personality or acting, that it's just gonna have its own name. And everyone's just gonna have something to be called. And I don't think that's bad, unless people start using it for bad things. Like, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. There's nothing wrong with having SPD. There's nothing wrong with having Asperger's, right? It's like answering a question that's been haunting you your whole life, and it helps people understand. Some people refuse to understand. That's the infuriating part, though. Because it's really hard to explain to somebody when you barely understand yourself, or sometimes you know, but you can't articulate it enough. I remember, I'm going back to the doctor's thing, but like, I really did break my doctor because I explained an in-depth neurological disorder, and he could not fathom how a kid or somebody of my age without going on the internet would have known how to say all those words unless she looked it up on the internet. I'm like, no, I can feel the neurological misfiring. There's something in my head that is not connecting, and it is making me dizzy. I can feel it. It's like an inner ear issue. It's like, I'm never gonna be able to describe that as well as I did that one day, because he broke me, because he told me, all right, now explain it to me different. And I go, what? He's like, explain it to me in a different way. And I go, what do you mean? Say something different. That's literally what he said. Say something different. I'm like, my head hurts. My eyes hurt. I can't see all the time. I'm dizzy. I can't sleep. And at that point, I think he really realized he was hitting a wall and just was like, ah. I mean, I feel bad for him, but he had his opportunities to, like, be honest with us and be like, okay, we have nothing for you. Stop coming here. That's all we wanted. We have asked, and he has never answered. Until that day, and we broke him, and we had to choose to stop coming back. He still wanted us to come back on that. He still wanted us to come back after that. I'm like, he lost his mind. That was creepy more than anything. It's just fucking... We pass that doctor's office, like, all the time, and I look at it and I go, that feels like prison now. Like, I'm not even in there, but I just remembered that felt like a prison. Do not miss those eras. I'm so glad I'm better, but, you know, I still have dizziness issues, which, thank you, Q, for the donations, you silly Billy. I'm having to pick and choose which of my tinctures, because there was two, one for inflammation, one for pain. I'm not having much pain? I don't know how to describe it. It's a part of, occipital neuralgia, my watered down version of occipital neuralgia. It's just, we might find out later it isn't occipital neuralgia, but another neurological disorder. Problem is, we have to shell out a lot of money to figure that out. And it's very frustrating because when the people you spend money on don't have any answers, even after all that, it just feels like you're scammed. And we're like, we're the only reason we have extra money is because my mom works hard to make sure we can have a life outside of being just disabled. She works her fucking hardest. And it's not like you can make a lot of money. I mean, whoops. Like, streaming just kind of worked out because I literally was like, well, I have nothing else. I didn't mean to be a VTuber. I just figured out a thing could work and I applied it. Like, I don't know. I like being able to speak my mind like I used to. I miss this. Just sponsored. Eh? Oh, is that what that's called? Alex, you've also been a member for 6 months. That's so cool how it lets me know. Wait, would it have let me known? Like, is this the exact 6 months date? That's really strange. It's showing up in the chat logs, right? It is. That's weird. Sorry, I got a little bit intense there, guys. You're my hero, Genta. What do you mean? Aw, Beaver. By the way, Beaver, thank you. I think it was for the... Yeah, it was for my tutorial. You did timestamps. You've helped a lot of people with those timestamps, by the way. I don't know if you get comments on them. I can't see it when it's another person's comment, like if they get a whole line of text, but a lot of people have appreciated the timestamps on the tutorial. Anyway, where am I? I have no idea! Oh, you're 15? Oh, so you have a better chance. So it gets better from here then, Jaden. DJ Jaden. It gets better from here. Like, by the time I'm old and withered, we're gonna have such a better understanding of everything that there's not gonna be any naysay, hearsay. And I'm so ready for the future. It's just with the virus, we all got put on our butts for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cheat and use fly just to see if there is a tunnel I can go to. How'd I get up here? Oh, water spigot, right? But yeah, I just like speaking my mind, and I've been kind of censoring myself a lot because, you know, I'm hectic, I'm crazy, I have a mood disorder, I'm possibly bipolar, possibly have BPD. Like, I just want those answers. And, you know, a lot of that stuff is intimidating. I will admit it. Before I knew a lot about mental illness, even with my mom, like, we used to babysit my mom's best friend's son who had really severe bipolar, and my mom has bipolar. And until I met him and he had to stay at our house for a little bit, I did not understand what bipolar even was. He put that all in perspective. And it was scary because I was confused because I was very young. Because one day he forgot to take his meds, or we forgot to give him his meds. And he was going all over the place. And I was just kind of like, I was confused more than anything. And I was a little bit scared because I'm like, as somebody who struggles to maintain emotional capacity and be able to input and output it properly, it was a lot. And so I knew, because it was a sensitive subject, because I was like, what, 8, 9, 7, somewhere around there, I knew don't talk about that stuff, right? That's none of your business. But he was so concerning. We had to leave early because he wanted to leave early, then he didn't want to leave early, and then he got mad, and then he got sad, and it was like crazy. And so I asked my mom, hey, can you like wait in the car just a little bit, let him go in? And he went in, and I'm like, look, this is none of my business. Like, my heart was racing because I didn't want to offend anybody because it's none of my business, but I was worried. I'm like, I know he has meds, and I know he has bipolar, but I don't understand truly what that means. Like, he was having a lot of emotions at once. Did he get his meds today? And my mom went, oh, shit. Like, here I am being all delicate, and she's like, oh, yeah. Whoops. I love my mom. I love my child brain. It was so innocent. So innocent to things. I miss it so. I want to have those innocent baby blue eyes again. I mean, uh-oh, did I not get those? No, I got those. Okay. Ooh, lava. That's what I need. I need to throw these in the lava. Die. Be rid of the dirt and flint and angzanite and Dorito. They should just rename that block the Dorito block. We all call it the Dorito block. Come on. Excuse me. Your mom's an angel. She is an angel. Yeah. That's why I felt like I really need to explain, like, when I had that meltdown on Discord. She is a good mom. She's an amazing mom. She's fantastic. I would not be alive today if it wasn't for my mom. She had a crappy childhood and said, my child, if I ever have a kid, will never, ever, 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 ever be told any of the following and have to go through the following. She literally is the definition of my parents fucked up, but I won't. And she did a great job. Like, once I was able to understand that everything I was doing as a kid, all the tutoring, all the therapy, just all of it, because there would be times when I was a kid, she would ask, she'd be like, hey, am I making you feel like, do I make you feel stupid? And I look at her, what? I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, do I make you feel bad while we're doing all this stuff? Because I don't know how to begin to tell you everything I went through as a kid to like do therapy wise. Like, it wasn't bad. It was to help me, but I didn't understand I was getting help. I didn't understand I was getting help, so I was like, I think it's important to tell your kid if you're putting them through therapy or like, whoops, I fell down here. I thought those were a snake. Freaking bugs! Gosh, you guys scared me. Ah! I like axolotls, but they kind of look like snakes. My goodness. Anyways, I think it's important that if you're trying to help your kid, that you do tell them what you're trying to help. You have to word it sensitively, you know? That's all you have to do. You gotta word it sensitively, right? Because my mom's biggest fear was because she couldn't hear and she was always sick all the time, they just assumed she was stupid. That right there is like freaking 60s parenting right there. Something wrong with you? You're stupid. So, yeah. Wonderful. I'm like, I don't know, I feel bad for my mom. It's just not fair. I'm grateful that that stuff is over. It's literally over. You cannot... Oh, there's 3 of them! Wait, did they... There was not 3 of them a minute ago. Did they have a baby and it grew? I don't like it. If it ain't blue, I don't like it. I mean, the pink one, and that one's kind of cute. And that one's kind of cute. But they look like snakes. I want to get out of here. Don't you know cats don't like snakes? That doesn't make sense with the whole cucumber thing. Like, that's the whole reason people put a cucumber in front of their cat, is that they get startled because they think it's a quote-unquote snake. And yet, I've seen cats literally smack a rattlesnake. They don't care. They're like the mongoose of felines. A house cat doesn't recognize the snake, but recognizes it hates it. And it just smacks it. And the king cobra or whatever is just like, oh, what the heck? Why'd you do that? Like, it literally looks dazed or puzzled that even happened. It's kind of funny, but also very scary, because I'm like, that cat could be easily eaten. The cat needs to be careful. The things we watch on YouTube. Oh yeah, that video. I could express all about this stuff. Cool Ranch Dorito Black, exactly. You're an angel. Aw, I think you're an angel. It's nice to have people that knows something about what I'm talking about, because a lot of the time, when we talk about stuff like this, a lot of people don't have the ability nor capacity. They haven't experienced some of this, and they just don't understand, right? They want to understand, but it's very hard to explain this. So it's very nice where you don't have to over-explain to somebody and feel like you said everything wrong. It's just like you nod. It's like lunchroom etiquette. You're like, sup. And you're like, sup. You got it. We did it, guys. Got him. Right. That's the wrong time to use that meme. But it's nice. Yeah, we did. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So, It's more commercialized now. One of the treatments that I did, I don't know if it was a treatment. I called it fun. It was a game. We never did it properly. It was called Brain Train, which has been what is it? What's the word? Not reinstated. It's rebranded as something else. I've seen it. Maybe they still call it Brain Train. I'm not too sure. But it's like a facility you can actually go to now instead of having to do the whole thing at home. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna try to explain this the best I can. So there's this software that it looks like freaking science, and you have these wires and this paste that goes on your head, and you have these wires go on your head, and it takes like an hour to put all this together, and then you have to like put on a hat or a cap. And you're doing this all at home, by the way. This is stuff that they do now at like hospitals to like see if you have a sleep disorder, but we had to do it all by hand, so it was already kind of like iffy. So all these wires are on my head. Then we have to put in a video or like a movie into the computer, and I have to watch that video. And I needed to train myself. This is where it failed. They didn't explain to me that I was supposed to they said I had to do a thing, but I didn't understand the thing. I was supposed to keep, because you could see all of your brain activity and input, I was supposed to keep it in a certain degree. So I guess I was supposed to be training my brain by, you know, watching the video, looking at the numbers, being like, I gotta correct myself, and then, well, just do that the whole like hour or two of the movie. Well, this is what invented the Dory thing. I would always put in Finding Nemo because it made me laugh when Dory did the whale thing. And this was at the time when my brain had just retrained itself without this brain train. I used to cry all the time when I was stressed out, and just one day I felt my brain, it literally went, oh, she's depressed, let's make that not a thing. And so I would start laughing. It like, instead of the depressed part of my brain being active, it made like the giggly like endorphins activate. And so it wasn't like psychotic laughter, it was just I would go through giggle fits. And everything became funny, and it was the best because I no longer had stress. It was just all endorphins. So me and my mom, because it's a whole song and dance, it takes literally the whole day to do this one session. We're frustrated. Mom has to monitor me. She has to keep me on track because I don't know what I'm doing. And the Dory thing came up, and I started mimicking it. My mom started laughing. Then I started laughing. And then we saw all of the diodes, the inputs were on red. They were maxing out. I was so far out of bounds during that moment while I was laughing. Probably because you have to be kind of still, right? So the laughter was already causing its own input, plus the endorphins or whatever, wrong input in my brain was happening. So after that, I could not do brain training anymore without like doing like the whale noises and making my mom laugh, which would make me laugh, and we would be like, we can't be doing this, we need to work. But we never understood what we were doing. That was the early days of trying to help with anything on the spectrum, because it was early days. They must have done something now, because it's like commercial. Has a different name. You can go to a building. It's not something you had to do at home. But it's such a weird situation. I wish I could find videos of this, because it was the epitome of early 2000s technology. It's like, okay, it makes sense, right? Like, oh, this would be a great way to explain it. It's like getting LASIK surgery. Would you rather get LASIK laser eye surgery in the early 2000s or today? Most people would say today, because you would think, naturally, the technology would probably be the same, but it's been better, right? because it's been around longer, people can study it and make sure they don't mess up and everything's less of a question. It's not a new thing, so it's an old thing that's been properly studied and taken care of. Right? That's basically what I feel like with Brain Train. I'm like, I don't know if it ever did its job correctly, but they're still around, so maybe. I mean, I wouldn't have a use for it because I'm like, I have no interest in going back into school. I mean, I wouldn't survive. I'd cry. I'd cry every day. It wouldn't be fun. I cannot retain information like I could before. Partially, it's due to, like, my chronic pain and health and the medication I'm on. That wasn't fun to learn that some of my medication causes short-term memory loss or causes memory issues, which freaked me out, and so I tried to, like, cold turkey my medications out of fear, which you're never supposed to do. But, I mean, it just told me, it did the thing that I was worried about. I'm like, well, I don't want this to happen anymore. But then I looked it up again, and it told me a completely different thing. Well, I mean, you could still, like, get memory problems from it. But, like, more people take the medication that was making me worry than I thought. Like, people were taking this medication exactly the way I'm taking it. And I was told, you're not supposed to take it the way I'm taking it, even though they kept prescribing it the way I was taking it. So, when is somebody gonna say we're lying here? Because I felt lied to for a long time. History. I do like history. I like stories. I love all that stuff, but boy, is it not fun to live it sometimes. That's why I like hearing stories and listening to older people, because that's an experience I don't have to personally go through, right? But I can learn from it. It's like all of the emotional energy that whole scenario and story would have taken up, you just told me, and I didn't have to go through the emotional toil of it. It's nice. Sorry, am I getting, like, way too theatrical, or not theatrical, theoretical, that's the word I was talking about. Am I being too smart talky talk? Am I sounding dumb? I'm having fun. I usually run my mouth like this whether I'm recording or not, so. I'll BRB. Okie dokie, Jaden. Cats only recognize them as prey. Our cat back then used to bring back dead snake bodies. Jeez. Hey, they're good hunters. Man. Oh my gosh. So, following back on my dad, there's somebody called the Mink Man. Joseph Carter, the Mink Man. He does natural exterminations of rats, you know, like farms that are being taken over with rats. He has dogs that naturally hunts the rats, kills them quickly, and you just keep on going like that. That man is a carbon copy of my dad. Like, he's the closest, like, looking to my dad. And he does the same, like, it's not hillbilly, it's more countryism stuff, like that kind of stuff, hunting. Like, my dad does, he used to do a lot of rabbit hunting, but they do deer hunting now, too. Oh my god, I have another story for you. In one visit, I learned several stories from my dad. He had a lot to share that day. Oh boy. I just want him to tell it because it's so freaking amazing. Hey, Ducky, how you been? Hi. I like being in the nighttime. I get to see familiar faces I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, Ducky? I'm back. Welcome back, Jaden. And also, hi, Locksmith. It's nice to see you still here. What was I talking about? I know I'm staring at a diamond and I'm not getting it, but that's because I have more important things to say. Like, for example, my dad. Oh my gosh. So my dad has a friend who, how do I explain what they do? They raise deer to be hunted? Oh, I'm not Panda. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't say hi. So basically they're like already naturally farmed. Like they get an entire forest, these deer. So they are monitored, but they're not completely free. So this guy owns acres and acres of private property. and he has these deers that, people buy them, and they cost hundreds of thousands of dollars because it's like top grade meat or venison or something. Like, his deer are no freaking joke. So that's one of my dad's friends, and he's one of the people helping my dad. He's trying to make a company with a bunch of people because my dad has chronic pain way worse than I do, and he's missing vertebrae in his neck. And he's always kind of been a drinker and always been kind of somebody who uses marijuana, but he has been really, really trying to, like, the remedy of marijuana products like CBD, CBN, CBG. Like, instead of it just to get high, or for that, like, if I'm in pain, how about I just be high instead, right? It's pick your poison. He calls it medicine now, and he really is trying to make this company not like I don't know. Is it stereotypical to call them like weeders, or like people who get high, that act stoners? That's not what he wants his company to represent. He calls it medicine. This is our medicine. They make it specially made with the highest strength they can make, because they have a lot of people who are literally dying because they have all kinds of, whether it's cancer or they have like just a lot going on, like he does. This is medicine. So anyways, this is all leading up to something. So they've been, now that everything's legal, and they've been working on this for a couple of years now. They have a property, they have plants, they have a growery, they have all this stuff. And just out of nowhere, they got robbed. And they're like, well, who the hell robbed us? Right? So, signals are blaring. People are like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And turns out one of the employees, which actually turned out to be the guy of the deer ranch, it was his son and his friends tried to steal from him. And because they have security doors, when they tried to leave and run away, they went through the wrong door, so they were stuck in the main office because it has a two-way for, like, security reasons. So they couldn't find them because they were still locked in the facility. And so they're just kind of looking through the door, like it's a glass door kind of a thing that has a window, and they're looking at them, and they're just stuck, like hands in their pocket kind of a thing. And they're like, now what do we do? And so they call my dad, and they're like, we found the people who stole from us. They're locked in. And he's just listening in on the call, and his wife is in the background, and she's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And he's like, what do you think, Kev? Do we call the police, or do we just deal with it? And the wife goes, can't we just shoot him? And my dad literally is like, what the hell are you talking about? We're trying to make medicine to help people, not kill people. I don't know how to tell this story the way he tells it, but it was beautiful. It's like the whole situation is cursed in general, and then it's just oh my god. So, I guess my dad kind of saved them from being shot, because they were on really private-ass property, and they would have had every right to defend their property. But yeah, don't kill people and steal people, kids. So yeah, he went to jail. His son and his friends went to jail, and that was recently. They did calling the cops. I think the reason they didn't want to call the cops, my dad was like telling us, and he's like, well, she didn't want the cops to be called because, it's a growery. And my dad goes, who cares? It's legal now. Like, they don't do anything. And that ties into, like, my cousin. Like, when he said my dad was a drug dealer, he was referring to him being a grower, which is now completely legal. And he already had a medical marijuana card. So it was all completely legal. But he still said something like that. And the cops, I will admire, they were chill. They're like, whatever. It's legal, dude. They shrugged that one off, where most would have probably been like, ooh, free ticket? Just my dad. I want him to be here and just tell you he won't stop talking. That's the problem. That is the only problem. He tells stories, they're good stories, but they'll never fucking end. Like the recording I had, sometimes the stories dip, right? They get interesting, they get excited, and then you just get bored after a little bit, and then they pick up. I have a 24-minute clip. I showed you the beginning of it, and just as I stopped recording, he started being interesting again, and I went, dang it! Because it was another good story. I think it was, it was the one about, I just told you it, about the people. I couldn't remember if it was a story that he told my mom over the phone, or if he told it us while we were there. But he is a character. He's so nice. It's like, there we go again. I have a family member that could have been, could have been anybody. Like, he sounds like somebody that would be like, oh, I don't know if I want to associate with that, but he's such a friendly fucking little dingleberry. He's so sweet. He's not scary at all. It's surprising, because for being in so much pain that he is, I get in a crabby mood for just normal pain. And yet he's able to still be his country bumpkin self every day. It's adorable. Ayo, bro. How do I say your name again? You pronounced it once and I forgot. Sai? Orion? Sai Orion. Did I get that right? I call everybody bro. That's easier to remember sometimes. Yeah? Hey, got it. I am having a better time in Minecraft. I'm hoarding items, so I'm having fun. I'm just chillaxing. Got my shulker boxes. Giant cave. Giant cave. I refuse to leave anything behind. We've been talking about a bunch of stuff. Just got done talking about my dad and him being the way he is. Bless him. He is the best country bumpkin. He even said that, like, my dad could very well not have to live where he's living now. That, he has connections, he has friends, they all know him, they all love him. Like, he was still on health insurance when he wasn't even in his job anymore due to his health. Because he was so close with the boss and the people who were of the company. They were just like, yeah, you take care of yourself. You needed to take care of yourself for a while, Kev. This is long overdue. So, like, for a year and a half, he was practically already kind of, like, fired. But they were like, no, you still work here in a health coverage way. Which was sweet, because it took so long for him to get processed into the system. Which is, like, why we started rekindling back with him, because we were trying to get processed back into the system as well, to get shit rolling, because we needed help, so I can get to all these specialists and stuff. Like, I was messed up in a bad way. I needed help, and my mom just out of the blue just randomly called my dad, and he went, oh yeah, I know everything. He's like, I know exactly what's wrong with her, when we had no answers at the time. He's the best. Hold on. I don't want to... Come on. I hate how I can't put a block here. Come on. Wait, I can do this. Boop. Oh. Okay, well, I just got it anyway. Blah. Minecraft. Oh, or... Orion. Is it Orion? Are you talking about Orion's belt? The constellation? Because that's different. Orion? Wait, Orion's a different... I don't know about constellations, I'm sorry. I know about Orion's belt and Little Big Dipper. Shoot, was I getting something up there? I'm getting distracted. I need drink. Num num num. I have a playlist called Yes that has been streams and videos by other people, and I think this stream deserves being in that playlist. Ah, Jaden! Oh, thank you. Sorry with the late replies. I'm usually better with the chat, but yeah, you know, I talk a lot. Orion's what? Orion's belt is part of Orion. You're confusing me. I'm gonna call you Sai. How about that? Can I call you Sai? The Orion? Oh gosh. How you doing, Sai? Ronnie, welcome to the stream. I'm blah blah blah. So many stories. I just can't believe that lady was like, "Can't we just shoot him?" It's like, no, we're trying to help people. My dad. I definitely got my personality from him and everything else too. Like, actually that's a sad part of the genealogy. So on my mom's side, the men are more likely to have and probably will get kidney stones, but the females will not. In comes my dad's genes, and they go, "Hey, guess what?" And it goes, "What?" Ugh, punches you in the gut. You can have kidney stones too. Oh wait, the music hasn't been playing. You guys didn't tell me that. How long has the music not been playing? Probably like an hour. Come on. Put it back over here. There we go. Now we have music. I'm so sorry. I didn't know the music was not on. You guys gotta tell me stuff. I don't know things. I'm a bit slow, you know? I need assistance. Croissant. Oh, man. I don't even remember what I was doing. I mean, I'm on Minecraft, but I do this while listening to, like, r/ or, like, really messed up stories, like, oh my gosh, the Slenderman girls. I've never listened to their, if you don't know about the Slenderman girls, they tried stabbing their friend to summon Slenderman, but apparently less so, because after 2.5 hours of watching the raw footage of their interrogation, my goodness, they're straight up out of a novel. Like, they feel like they shouldn't be saying the things they're saying. They feel like they should be fake. Like, that stuff you read and people act out and you go, oh, that just never happens. Yeah, they just made that a reality. My God. Yeah, it wasn't even like, it was weird. It was definitely strange. Yeah, so I learned a bunch about that. Oh, oh wait, that's the snakes. I'm just gonna refer to axolotls as snakes from now on. But yeah. Bubbity-bop-bop. I was thinking about working on a, well, I have been recording songs. I'm still wondering when Smeal's gonna realize I'm not a VIP member anymore. I think it's because they got nuked. They just did something weird. Every open invite, like, Let's Sing I've ever made, they just made Republic. Usually those had, like, a time limit. But I guess less people are using their app, so they're getting desperate? It's weird, man. I don't know. I maybe don't want all of those, being out there for people to collab with, because they're, like, 4 years old, and it's bad singing and mic quality. But yeah, I wanted to do like a post of a bunch of pony songs because I've been watching My Little Pony clips like crazy. I'm getting back into it. I know now that the movie has came out in on Netflix, and oops, out of space. I do want to watch it. I do want it to be like a watch along, but I don't know how many of you would come to the server to watch along a My Little Pony movie. But I do want to do a watch along because I miss My Little Pony. It's such a nice old thing. I never was really in the fandom. I can't draw animals for the life of me, but it's nostalgia. I literally remember the day I learned about My Little Pony was at an anime convention because everybody was cosplaying as ponies. And I was like 12. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it was like so many that I had to ask, and I couldn't even ask people for a picture. I had to get my mom to do that. That's how young I was. But we stopped a girl that I now know was cosplaying Fluttershy, and we asked her, like, how come everybody is dressed up in this? Is like, what is this, My Little Pony? And she goes, oh yeah, this is My Little Pony. It's a great show. Have you seen it? And I said no. And she goes, well, you should. And then they went to like a photo shoot for just the fandom. And so I can't remember if I saw one episode. It was one of those times where I lost the remote and I couldn't change the channel, and it was on like the kids channel. So this was like early Pony days. And this was the episode where Pinkie Pie was like, I think, was it the one with Pinkie Pie? Pinkie Pie babysitting the twins, and she cried. I don't know what episode it was, but it was good, and I hated it that it was good, because I'm like, this is a baby show for babies and stuff, right? Trying to act all cool, but I succumbed to it after like YouTube and seeing like all of the songs and just the clips, and I'm like, this is my jam. I will admit, once it started coming to a close, I was already not paying attention to most of it. Like, there are some episodes of season 8 and season 9 I just straight up didn't even attempt to watch. Like, the whole thing with, like, Big Mac, and, not Sweetie Belle, the other Belle. Isn't her name also Belle something? Like, he loved her, and that whole, I saw a few minutes of it, and I went, no, that's a little bit, that's a bit cringe for me. I can't take it, no thank you. Just not my cup of tea that day. I do want to watch them now, though. Like, I missed some good quality episodes, like when, the Cutie Mark Crusaders aged up, because they wished of it. So it was nice to see that. They were running out of Crusader things to do. Oh, I need torches. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me catch up. I was playing Minecraft myself a few minutes ago. Yeah, let's get on that grind. Minecraft all the day, every day. I'm back kitty skinny. Like, I'm not skinny legged. I'm a demon. Roar. Meow. Or something. How do I do it? Meow. Meow. It's been so long. I can't meow. There you go. There's your meow. I am a cat. Hear me roar. Can you even hear that? Anyway. Oh, call you Rainy? Okay, I will call you Rainy. Okay, I'll call you Rainy, but that has bad memories attached to it. Again, D4DJ X Hololive is currently beginning in ENG. What are they doing, like an event? I am from a raid long ago when you were shiny. Yeah, I want to do that again, but people are like, if you didn't have this, then why'd you even start bothering? And I'm like, you make this not fun. I am excited for Diamond and Pearl, though, so more Pokemon content. November the 11th. Is it 11th? I think it was 11th. 11th of 11th. It's November 11th. I think it's November 11th that's coming out. It's November something. I'm not gonna buy Arceus no matter what. I'm sorry, not worth the money. Until they released more footage, it is really not worth my time. It has nothing going for it other than the new evolution. That stinks. Because I love Pokemon. They're running out of ideas, but if they make another, like... Here's a steering wheel. We call it a Pokemon. Here's a bag of garbage. It's sentient now. Pokemon, please stop. You're hurting yourself. Oh my gosh. You can call you Rat? Call you Rat. Hey, A, welcome. Can I call you Ah? Okay, so we have Rat and Ah. Letter A. What if we just call you Letter A? Just straight up. Hi, the letter A. How are you doing today, the letter A? I'm silly. Is that supposed to be a reference? Or is it just like, I needed to put name. There is name now. Because I recently, when I was asking myself if I wanted to do the manga dubbing content on this channel, because it was going to get kind of iffy and different, not really VTuber related, I made a separate YouTube channel, and I just recently renamed it because they have like a spam filter now. They're like, all right, we'll see you in 24 hours and let you know what's up. And I'm like, ah, I wanted to do this now. Like, whatever. Stop. A like alphabet. Just A. Okay, the letter A. I hope you're having a good day. Letter A. A. My brain is just not clicking today. Alright, we're getting more stuff. This is, by the way, this is just all the stream. Just me talking while mining. I do this anyways. This is what I do when I'm not streaming. What's the meme? It's like, he's probably talking to other girls, what he's actually doing. This is me, is like, Genta's probably being productive right now, or is like, recovering what I'm really doing. I'm just ODing on this. I am. Like, there'll be times I just shut it off, and then I bring it back on, like, 5 minutes later. But usually I'm, like, listening to something else. But whatever. How are you? Remix. That is an interesting name. But Bag of Garbage is cute. Yeah, Grubbish is kind of cute. But the concern is they stopped becoming realistic. Which sounds fun. That's, like, doesn't make sense. Pokemon stopped being realistic. It's Pokemon. It was never realistic. I don't know, man. I will say, like, not all of the new changes have been bad. Like, when they did Mega Evolutions, the fact that they gave Absol wings, literally Alicorn Pony vibes, and I love it. I was thinking about that recently, because I'm binging all the, like, pony content. I went, oh, you know who else kind of looks like a pony? Absol with wings! Literally looks like Twilight! Twilight Sparkle, not Twilight the movie. Oh my god, can I say this? I want to do a watch along of Twilight, the entire series. I've never seen it in my life. I've always heard the joke of like, still a better love story than Twilight, right? I never had any context to that. I knew they glittered, right? They sparkled. I've watched other people watch it, and may I say, are you sure it's not a horror movie? When Bella gets, like, she has to have the baby, and her spine just decides to break? That entire scene was horrific! The sounds, the acting, the effects, everything was traumatic. I like it. This is a horror movie. There's no love here. This is a horror movie. Well, how is this ever considered a romance? The CGI baby. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm a bit... don't die down there. Don't die down there. Don't die down there. There we go. But yeah, Twilight is terrifying to me. I don't get it. I like watching other people watch it. I don't know if I could last even the first movie. It's scary. Okay, no spamming. No spamming, please. Do not spam. What was I talking about? Was I talking about Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Zorua because it's the best wolf pup. I found one plushie of Zorwa, and I demanded my mom buy it for me because I was like, they're never gonna make a higher quality than this. And she bought it for me, and I still have it. It's up there, my baby Zorwa. I was like, I think it might be worth something. It's kind of vintage at this point. At what point does something become vintage? I asked my mom this recently because we deal with vintage stuff, right? Does it have to be 20 years old, 25 years old? Like, what's the mandate? When is vintage vintage? Because couldn't you technically say something 5 years ago was vintage? Or 15 years ago? 10 years ago? Like, when does vintage become vintage? These are the questions I ask myself on the toilet. Toilet thoughts. Instead of shower thoughts, it's toilet thoughts. Isn't that an actual subreddit? I know shower thoughts is, but is toilet thoughts... They gotta be toilet thoughts. Right? Even subreddits have subreddits. r/toilet thoughts. Loop. I'm Mario. Alright. Did I get everywhere? Every nook and cranny? What the heck does nook... Where did that come from? Nook and cranny. Cranny. What is a cranny? Nook and cranny. Nook, like a book nook. So kind of like a little... Okay, I know what a nook is. Then what's a cranny? What the heck is a cranny? It almost sounds like another word. I probably should stop saying that. But what is a cranny? Nook and cranny. I know what a nook is. Book nook. It's like this small little itty bitty space, maybe under the stairs. What is a cranny? Is that like a... What? I don't get it. Hello, kitty cat. Hi. Looks like vintage can be after 20 years. Oh, so it is. Guys. Guys. I have an announcement. I'm vintage. I am a vintage cat. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Oh, man. YouTube's considered vintage now. Wait, was it made in 2001 or 2005? YouTube's almost vintage. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because we were looking at cars, and I'm like, oh, vintage cars. Yes. What makes them vintage? My grandpa's like, I don't know. You should Google it. And then I forgot that information. You're right. It's 20 years. 20 years will make something vintage. So technically, we've owned vintage cars and vans for like most of our period of our existence, because they're cheapest. They're the cheapest cars we can manage to afford and renovate. Excuse me, that was a big hiccup. All right, there gotta be more little nooks and crannies. I don't know where. This is where I'm gonna get lost, and I have to retrace my steps. I can use the scaffolding to get up there, but it's a pain. Anyway. I think I accidentally gave you moderator. I meant to put you in timeout. I was like, well, how the heck did it make any sense? Put you in timeout. You in timeout now. Everybody timed out. I was like, what the heck? What is going on? I'm like, oh great, another one of these. These nuts. I miss it when people used to say taking the L. That was a good whatever it was. Can you call that a meme? It was a good meme for its time. Yeah, I don't like using the scaffolding because I have to collect it. With the stone, I can just use it and be like, yay, done. Collected thing, done it. Just, where is the rest of the stuff? I'm just gently floating. Gently floating. You know what? I will use the scaffolding for this one. Hold on. There we go. You have to hold shift. Alright. Did I get there? Aha, I got it. Did that for coal. Actually, I'm for the gold, but we'll get to that later. I might be wrapping this up in a little bit because I do want to start working on the slideshow so I can post it. It won't be a stream because that's way too long. I just got a really good audition for the brother, and now I'm like, I should put more of the characters out there because I was gonna like self-dub most of the like girl characters just because sanity's sake. There's a lot of characters. If you have a lot of VAs, you have to manage all the VAs, and VAs can disappear. Right, this is a for fun project, but it can easily become too much of a workload. So I'm trying to get ahead of the race, like the script and the editing of the manga. Because I do more than, there's probably an easier way to do what I do for the manga dub. But that's a me, oh! That's a me thing. How do I get back up here? This is worse than water. I don't know if I like this. Scaffolding, not a 10 out of 10. Maybe a 10 out of 0. But yeah, this has been kind of fun. I enjoyed myself. I am lost, though. I would like, how about to wrap this up, I go to creative mode. And I use cheat, and we're gonna go home this way. I wish there was a teleporter. I've seen a time stasis chamber, which I never knew existed. Thank you, Dream. Put another one there. Wait, no, let's do this. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, the barn's right there! Heck yeah! We were close to home! Let's go! I don't know why I stopped flying. We made it home! Man, the Mesa has really good caves. Did they always have good caves? These ones aren't waxed! Oh, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna leave it. This is waxed. I know copper does this, but I'm like, why? I kind of like it better. Green. Oh, well. That was supposed to be wax stairs. I could make this whole house out of copper. I refuse to use my own materials, so anything you see, I did not forage myself. I'm a hoarder, not an explorer. Or, I'm a bad hoarder. Anyway. So we made it home. It's almost night. That's nice. Yeah, I hope we can have over 3,000 ores so I can feel achieved. We don't have much in here yet. We have almost one chest of that. This, that. I haven't separated these out. These are just like other ores that usually you don't get much of. So, yeah, this was fun. I had a fun time. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and keeping me company and listening to me ramble. I probably didn't finish like 7 or 12 stories I was starting. That's normal. That's typical. Sorry. We'll get back to them. If you ever have questions, feel free to ask them during streams or ask me offline. Social media's in the link below, but I really don't care. Tried to be a YouTuber, be like, comment, and subscribe. No. You do not do these things. You say hello and you say goodbye. That's all I want. Can you say goodbye? Everybody say goodbye in chat. And we shall call it a day. But again, thank you guys. I had fun. Thank you, Locke. Locke listens. You're so sweet. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. You too, bro. Hopefully I make the next collab. Alright, good night, everybody. Let's see if I click the right thing without messing it up. Offline? Offline? Question mark.